Hello everybody! Welcome back to our story time again. It's me, Miss Gulshan, and my beautiful friends Sevda.
Hi.
Abdulaziz.
Hello.
Shahina.
Hello.
Rukhsana Khan.
Hi.
Amina Khan.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you ready for today's story time?
Yes.
Okay, as usual, we are going to start one song before we start our story, okay? I'm going to tell you what song is this one. We will be singing cute song about cute animal.
Doggy, puppy, dolphin. Cats.
Cats and kittens, okay? There was a mommy cat and 3 little kittens. Once they lost their mittens and mommy cat was angry. Why did you lose your mittens so you don't have pie for lunch? Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
3 little kittens, they lost their mittens. They began to cry. Mother dear, we sadly fear mittens we have lost. What?
You lost your mittens,
You naughty kittens, you shall have no pie. Meow, 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 you shall have no pie. 3 little kittens, they lost their mittens, they began to cry. Mother dear, you sadly fear, we have lost. What?
lost your
Mittens, you naughty kittens, you shall have no pie. Meow, 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 we shall have no pie. 3 little kittens, they found their mittens, they began to cry. Mother dear, we sadly fear, her mittens we have lost. What?
lost your
Mittens, you naughty kittens, you shall have no pie. Meow, 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 we shall have no pie. 3 little kittens, they found their mittens, they're lying on the ground. Mother dear, see here, mittens we have found. Found your mittens, you good little kittens, you shall have some pie. Meow, 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 we shall have some pie.
happy kittens. Good job. Today's story is going to be Cinderella. We have read this story, but it's the other version of Cinderella. You know, we all know we have different versions of traditional stories, right? So let's see, some of them are different. Some of them might be the same. But in each version, author writes differently, right? With different words or with different happenings of the story, right? Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. There once lived a man who had a kind and pretty wife and a beautiful daughter. Sadly, the man's wife died soon after their daughter was born. A few years later, the man decided to marry again. His second wife was not kind and pretty, and she already had 2 daughters who were even less kind and pretty than she was. Poor that little girl, right? Now she has stepmother and stepsisters. In fact, her daughters were so selfish, proud and greedy that they were known as the ugly sisters. Uh-oh. Is it good to be selfish?
No.
No, we must be kind, right? Especially we are beautiful, if we are beautiful girls, right? From the first day they moved in, the ugly sisters were cruel and unkind to their stepsister. They spent all day doing nothing but gossiping and buying new dress and trying to make themselves look pretty. Meanwhile, they made their poor stepsister do all the housework. She had to clean the house from top to bottom, do all the cooking, wash and scrub the pots and pans and clear all cinders from the fireplace. She spent so much time doing this that her stepsisters called her Cinderella, because she cleaned the cinders from the fireplace. Soon poor Cinderella was tired out from working so hard. She began to look pale and thin, and her one dress started to look ragged and dirty. But they would not care about Cinderella at all, right? Oh. You see, they just care about themselves. Is it good? No, it's not good at all. We must have kind hearts, right? One day, the king and queen decided to hold a grand ball. Everyone in the town was hoping for an invitation, especially the two ugly sisters, who each secretly thought that they might be able to marry the prince. Oh, such a dream! Yeah. They could not believe their luck when the very next day an invitation arrived. That afternoon, they went on a huge shopping trip and came back with bags full of dresses. They bought a lot of beautiful dresses to wear for the ball, right? For the next few days, all they did was try on their new clothes. They could not decide what to wear for the ball.
They're ugly if they wear new dresses.
Do you think they would look kind and beautiful if they wear nice dress?
No.
No, your face makes you, and your face tells the truth. If you're kind, if you're shining, if you're beautiful, right? Kind heart makes your face to look beautiful. When the big night arrived, the ugly sisters were still unsure what to wear, so they paraded their new clothes in front of poor Cinderella and asked her to tell them what suited them best. "What a pity you are not invited to the ball, Cinders," one of them smirked to Cinderella. Uh-oh. Is she being kind? No, not at all. "She's got nothing to wear," giggled the other one. "She could not possibly come in that old rag." "Poor Cinderella," said the first one. "Never mind. We will tell you all about it when we come back." They could say, "You can borrow my dress and come along with us," right? But they did not say. They're not being kind at all.
Or they could have brought her to the shopping mall and
buy some stuff, right? And with those words, they both swept out of the door and into the waiting carriage. "Bye, Cinders," they both waved, leaning out of the carriage door. "Make sure the house is clean and neat for our return." The carriage sped off into the night, whisking the excited, ugly sisters to the ball, leaving poor Cinderella all alone. After they had left, Cinderella sat on the little stool near the fire. "Why are my sisters so cruel to me?" she thought. "I do everything they tell me to do around the house and more. They never thank me for it." They could at least thank for her hard work, right? They don't have any good manners, right, Abdulaziz?
yes.
What do you do if someone does good thing for you? You say thank you, right? We all have to be kind and we all have good manners. They never thank me for my hard work or give me a kind word or even smile at me. She left so unhappy, she began to cry. She would have loved one night of happiness at the ball. She wished to come to the ball, right, Abdulaziz? But she doesn't have any clothes, any dress to go. Suddenly, a beautiful woman carrying a silver wand appeared right in front of her. She seemed to have come from nowhere. Who do you think?
Godmother.
Who is she?
Fairy godmother.
Fairy godmother. Who are you? Gasped Cinderella, a little frightened.
Where's Cinderella?
Here is Cinderella. Don't be scared. I'm your fairy godmother, said the beautiful woman. What's the matter, child? Why are you crying? She asked. I would have loved to have gone to the ball, wept Cinderella, but my stepsisters don't want me to go. Even if they did, I have nothing to wear and no carriage to take me there. Poor Cinderella, they don't have. Oh.
She will take pumpkin and do like magic to do her dress very beautiful.
Let's see. Don't worry, said her fairy godmother kindly. This is your special day, Cinderella. You shall go to the ball. But first, I would like you to bring me some things. I need a pumpkin, 2 mice, and the biggest rat you can find. Uh-oh. Cinderella rushed around the house and looked in all the mouse and rat traps. Soon there was a pumpkin, along with 2 little white mice in a box and a large rat scurrying around in its cage, all lying at the fairy godmother's feet. With one wave of her silver wand, the fairy godmother changed the pumpkin into a golden coach, the mice into the magnificent white horses, and the rat into a coachman. Look at this beautiful pumpkin coach and coachman. Cinderella was astonished and then looked down at her terrible dress. But I can't go to the ball in this, she cried. With another wave of her wand, the fairy godmother changed Cinderella's rag dress into a ball gown made of the finest satin and silver thread. On her feet were a pair of beautiful glass slippers. Now go and enjoy yourself, said Fairy Godmother. But be sure to be back before midnight, for when the clock strikes 12, everything will return to what it was before. So she must come back by 12 in midnight, right? Cinderella stepped into the glistening carriage and was whisked through the dark streets until she reached the place where the ball was holding. That's called palace, right? When she entered the ballroom, everyone stopped what they were doing and stared. They had never seen such a beautiful girl before. Cinderella became very beautiful girl because she is kind inside, right? She has a kind heart, right, Abdulaziz? The prince fell in love with her as soon as he saw her and danced with her all evening. Cinderella thought that he was the most handsome man she had ever seen and fell in love with him too. Cinderella was having such a wonderful time she forgot all about her fairy godmother's warning. Uh-oh. All of a sudden, she heard the clock strike 12. Now she must leave, right? Oh no, she thought, I must leave. She tore herself from the prince's arms and rushed out the ballroom. Before she reached the palace gates at the end of the drive, her beautiful dress had already turned back into the shabby, dirty dress that she always wore. Look at this. Her dress is changing. Back in the ballroom, the prince couldn't understand why this lovely girl had suddenly run away. He searched the palace for her, but could not find her anywhere. But in her rush to leave, Cinderella had left behind one of her glass slippers. When the prince found it on the palace, he immediately issued a proclamation saying that he intended to find and marry the girl whose foot fitted the glass slipper. He would visit every house in the land until he had found her. The ugly sisters became very excited. On the day that the prince was going to visit their house, they made sure to wear their best dress. Now they are trying so hard to look nice and beautiful. When the prince arrived, he held out the glass slipper and asked which one of the sisters would like to try it on first. "I will," cried one of them, but as much as she tried to push and squeeze her foot into the slipper, it just would not fit because she has big foot. Her foot was so big. "Give it to me," said the other sister, and grabbing the slipper tried to put it on, but her foot was far too big. However much she pushed and tugged, she just could not get her foot into it. Just then Cinderella stepped forward. She had been standing quietly in the shadows, and no one had noticed her. "May I try?" she asked. She was feeling very shy. She said, "May I try?" Shyly. "You!" cried the ugly sisters. "Of course you can't. Now get back to the kitchen where you belong." Uh-oh. What a rude sister. "Be quiet," ordered the prince. "Of course you may," he said, turning to Cinderella, not recognizing her. Cinderella sat down and put the slippers onto her foot. There was no pushing or pulling. It glided on perfectly. The ugly sisters gasped in amazement. They were like, "What's happening?" "I recognize you now," said the prince, smiling. "You are the girl I fell in love with at the ball, and you are the girl I'm going to marry." "I can't believe this is happening," cried Cinderella. "I loved you the moment I met you, and I thought I would never see you again." What a beautiful love, isn't it? Cinderella and the prince had a glorious wedding. She forgave her sisters their cruelty, and she never had to wash up a dirty dish ever again. Look, they're happy and they are beautiful couple of the palace, right?
Jack on the beanstalk.
Did you like the story?
Yes.
Was it beautiful?
Yes.
Which part was your favorite one?
When the prince said, "Shut up" to the stepsisters, and
Of course. She was so kind that she let Cinderella to try that beautiful glass slipper, right? The moral of the story? Don't be
selfish.
Don't be selfish. Don't be greedy, right? Be kind. Have open, kind heart. Help others. Respect others. Respect your grown-ups at home. Help as much as you can, right? If you have a kind heart, you look beautiful. If you don't have kind heart, no matter what you wear, you look ugly. You don't look nice, right? I hope you enjoyed our story time too. We'll see you soon again on our story time. Please don't forget to have beautiful manners. Say your thank you, say your please, be helpful, be kind. Thank you for watching us. See you soon on our story time again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.